Welcome to WEBN Journal News. I'm Amaya Briones.
And I'm Daniel Lipoff. Let's get into today's top stories.
A 7.5 magnitude earthquake hit the coast of Japan on Monday, leading to several tsunami warnings and evacuation orders along the coastline. According to the Japan's Meteorological Agency, a 16 and tsunami weighed in Aomori and a 2.3-foot height at Kuji port in Await were recorded around 9 a.m. Eastern Time. The event caused significant damages, including power outage and suspended train services. The GMA has since downgraded the warning to a tsunami advisory.
The Archdiocese of Boston has called on a Dedham church for including political advocacy in their church nativity scene display. In the scene, the St. Susanna Parish replaced Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus with a sign that reads, quote, "ICE was here." According to a statement to CBS News, the Archdiocese said that church is a place for prayer and worship, not divisive political messaging. The parish's priest, Father Stephen Jasoma, said this church aims to emphasize different national and global issues with their annual nativity scene, emphasizing that the local church community has been very supportive.
Researchers spotted a rare North Atlantic right whale off the Boston coast. They later learned the whale had traveled more than 3,000 miles from Ireland. Scientists say this is the first documented case of a right whale moving east to west across the Atlantic. The match was made by comparing scars on the whale's head with photos taken in Ireland last year. Experts say this long journey offers new clues about whale habitats in the North Atlantic. They also hope that discovery helps protect them endangered species, with only about 380 whales left.
Thank you, Amaya. Make sure to bundle up. This week we'll see some of the coldest temperatures this winter. This year's cold surge is expected to bring extremely low temperatures in the coming weeks, covering the Midwest and traveling up to the Northeast. Today saw a high of just 33 and a low of 14. As we look into tomorrow, Tuesday is expected to see the coldest temperature this week with a low of just 11 degrees. Skies are clear all week except for Wednesday, where a 65% chance of rain is expected, along with a slightly warmer low of 31 and a high of 43. Thursday should be similar with a low of 23 and a high of 38. Looking into this weekend, Friday and Saturday share a low of 22 and a high of 33. That's all I have for weather this week. Stay warm and stay safe. Back to you guys at the desk.
Officers from the Braintree Police Department were in the giving spirit over the weekend, hosting their annual Fill a Cruiser toy drive. The event on Saturday featured donuts, hot chocolate, and fun festivities as people loaded up trailers of gifts for children in need. The toys collected during the drive will be delivered by firefighters, police officers, and EMS personnel, along with Santa Claus on Wednesday during the town's annual Christmas party.
Democrats want the Trump administration to realize video of a deadly U.S. strike in the Caribbean. 11 people were killed, including 2 men hit again while holding onto work legs. Lawmakers say the public should see the video, while the Pentagon insists the strike was legal. President Trump says he is fine with releasing it, but Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has not agreed. Critics say the victims were clearly in distress.
After 3 days of peace talks between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and the U.S., another city in Ukraine was hit by a, quote, massive attack. The city of Kremenchuk in the center of the country is a major industrial hub for Ukraine. The extent of the damage is still unclear, but Mayor Vitaly Malitsk said the electricity and running water were cut off for the city. No casualties have been reported.
When we return, Anthony Ciano recaps the latest in politics.
And we learn more about who made this year's Wasabi Bowl at Fenway Park. Stay tuned.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Welcome back.
With more news and politics, our correspondent Anthony Ciano has the latest. Anthony, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Daniel. A Friday morning CDC decision has now ended the recommendation that babies get the hepatitis B vaccine on the day they are born. For over 3 decades, the federal government has recommended babies get the vaccine after birth to prevent the liver infection. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his 11-member committee voted 8-3 in favor of removing the recommendation. The vaccine will now only be recommended for mothers who test positive for hepatitis B. But for anyone who wants their baby to receive the vaccine, it will be up to their parents and their doctors. Struggling U.S. farmers will be receiving $12 billion in relief funds. The money comes after months of China boycotting U.S. imports as a retaliation for tariffs. This rescue package is expected to be officially revealed at a roundtable in the White House, and is supposed to be an acknowledgement of negative impacts that the administration's trade policies have had on farmers. According to the White House, the money will go to corn, soybean, cotton, rice, cattle, wheat, and potato farmers. President Donald Trump announced through Truth Social Monday morning that he will eliminate state AI regulations. Trump said he will create federal regulations instead, as an attempt to eliminate the patchwork of laws states have individually created. In his second term so far, Trump eliminated the Biden presidency regulations on AI export restrictions. The laws will be the hardest on startups and entrepreneurs, where over 2,000 new AI-related companies are funded annually, according to Stardust Insights. That's all I have for politics. Back to you guys at the desk.
According to new data, more than a third of the 220,000 people ICE has arrested in the first 9 months of the Trump administration had no criminal record. The data recorded arrests from January 20th to October 15th and shows that around 75,000 people with no criminal records were arrested by ICE in immigration operations that the Trump administration said would target murderers, gang members, and rapists. We head now to our sports correspondent Chloe Fadum, who has a recap of how Week 14 went in the NFL.
Thanks, Daniel. Week 14 of the NFL included some incredible games, many with last-minute wins. The week started off with the Lions beating the Cowboys 44-30, marking the highest-scoring game of the weekend. The weekend continued with the Titans winning 31-29 against the Browns, a 31-0 win for the Commanders over the Vikings, a 39-34 win for the Bills over the Bengals, a 45-17 win for the Rams over the Cardinals, and a 28-21 win for the Packers over the Bears. The Eagles and Chargers will finish out the week tonight in Los Angeles. The 2026 FIFA World Cup draw has wrapped, revealing the matchups, times, and locations for the tournament's 104 games. Next year's Cup was expanded to accommodate 48 nations with 12 groups of 4 teams each. 78 games will take place in the United States and 13 each in Canada and Mexico. The first match in the Cup will take place June 11th between Mexico and South Africa. The 2025 College Football Playoff Poll has been released for the final regular season rankings. Indiana is placed at number 1 with a 13-0 record in the Big Ten Conference. In second place is Ohio State, third place Georgia, and fourth place Texas Tech, all with 12-1 records so far this season. The other teams on the list include Oregon, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Alabama, Miami, Tulane, and James Madison. Playoff games will start as early as next week. That's all I have for sports news. Back to you both at the desk.
The Yukon Huskies are heading back to Boston for the Wasabi Fenway Bowl, where the Huskies will face the Army Black Knights on December 27 at Fenway Park. Yukon enters the game at 9-3 with a chance to earn a rare 10-win season. Head coach Gordon Samis says the team is excited to return after last year's memorable victory. The Huskies offense has been record-breaking this season, with Joey Fagnano, Skylar Bell, and Cam Edwards, all hitting major milestones. Army comes in with 6 wins and a strong bowl record, setting up a big matchup on a national stage.
The Indiana Hoosiers are Big Ten champions for the first time since 1967 after beating Ohio State 13-10 over the weekend. Ohio State and Indiana were both ranked in the AP Top 25 for the entire season, with Indiana and Ohio State being ranked at number 1 and number 2 for the last part of the season. The two undefeated teams facing off were without a doubt going to be an exciting matchup. With Indiana taking the win, they will have a bye week for the playoffs as they hope to win their first ever national title.
Coming up, Clara Folker tells us more about Alex Early's latest breakup.
And find out how Saturday Night Live went with Melissa McCarthy. We'll be right back.
Attacks against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders are on the rise.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer. In terms of the hate crimes, I think there is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
I love you! Welcome back to WEBN General News.
Actor who sold ketamine to actor Matthew Perry before his overdose death has been sentenced to 2.5 years in prison. Prosecutors say Dr. Salvador Plasencia took advantage of Perry's addiction and illegally sold him the drug. The judge said Plasencia did not provide the dose that killed Perry, but helped fuel his addiction. Perry's family gave emotional statements in court, calling his loss heartbreaking. Plasencia is the first of 5 people charged in this case to be sentenced.
With more entertainment news, our correspondent Clara Faulkner has the latest. Clara?
Thank you, Amaya and Daniel. Alex Earl and NFL player Braxton Berrios have called it quits after nearly 2 years together. Sources confirmed to Us Weekly the split was mutual and largely due to the strain of long distance, which fans had already suspected after noticing Berrios was absent from Earl's recent Dancing with the Stars finale appearance. Alex is debuting a new blonde look on Instagram and shutting down rumors about sliding into other players' DMs by calling those reports fake news. She spent this weekend partying in Miami for Art Basel. Broadway fans are getting a special treat as the stars of the Tony-winning revival Merrily We Roll Along are hitting the big screen. Jonathan Groff, Daniel Radcliffe, and Lindsay Mendez reunited to promote the filmed version of the show, celebrating the incredible real-life bond they formed during their run. Their chemistry was so strong that Groff actually officiated Mendez's wedding, with Radcliffe serving as ring bearer. Soon, audiences everywhere will get to see that magic captured permanently on film. Saturday Night Live was back this weekend with Melissa McCarthy hosting for the 6th time. The episode featured McCarthy playing everything from an aggressive UPS driver to a cheese-obsessed shopper, while the cold open took aim at political headlines, with Colin Jost playing Pete Hegseth alongside a sleeping Donald Trump. It was a festive episode, complete with a musical performance by Dijon, proving once again why McCarthy is one of the show's favorite guests. Now that's all I have for entertainment news. Back to you at the desk.
On the eve of Netflix releasing a highly anticipated docuseries about Sean Diddy Combs, his lawyers have sent a cease and desist order demanding that the streaming platform not release Sean Combs' The Reckoning. A spokesperson for Combs claimed that Netflix was using, quote, stolen footage that was neither authorized for release. The footage that is being referred to is a clip from the official trailer with Combs saying, quote, "We need to find someone who will work with us, who has worked in the dirtiest of dirty business. We are losing."
Students at Minuteman Regional Vocational High School are helping first responders improve ambulance care. Welding students built an adjustable shelf for Mass General Brigham ambulances, giving paramedics faster and safer access to vital medications. Paramedics said the design is sturdy and easy to use, and the students' work exceed expectations. Teachers say the projects give students real-world experience, while the students say it helps the community and prepares them for future careers. That's all we have from the stories today. For you tonight, come back next semester for more news. I'm Amaya Briones.
And I'm Daniel Lipoff. Have a good night.